Hello and welcome back to episode 84 of Take to the Skies, say Albans FC. We're back today for the FA Cup 5th round, the furthest we've ever been in the FA Cup. We've also started to improve our championship form as well. So let's get into the episode and see if we can find our way into the 6th round. Since you were last with us when we beat Colchester to qualify for the 4th round, we then lost 3-1 to Derby County, 2-0 to Bristol City. Then we did beat Newport County 4-2 in the 4th round, very comfortable. We then lost 3-2 to Birmingham, and following that game, we made a bit of a change. We decided, let's just try the 3-4-3. And we beat Fulham 1-0. Then we beat Portsmouth 3-1. Newcastle 2-1, Millwall 2-0, 3-3 draw with Preston, which was a bit disappointing, but then a 4-1 win against Peterborough. The 3-4-3 is back and it is in force. If you're happy to see the 3-4-3 back, please do subscribe. If you're happy to see the form back, leave a comment predicting where we're going to end up this season. Those recent wins have sent us up into 18th place. We're now 7 points above the relegation zone. Been a fantastic run of sport form. Davani has found himself into the top goal scorers in the league. Of course, in the 5th round, we've got Derby, which is going to be very tough. They're 6th in the league at the moment. We're hitting good form, so maybe we can get an upset a little bit against Derby. But before we do that, we've got to play Rotherham. And that could be a big game in terms of us moving a little bit further up the table. We can really close the gap on them. We would only be 2 points behind the team in 14th if we do. The lineup for today, we've got Anang in goal, a back three of Bradford, Brown and York, middle four of Knight, Mensah, Pring and Fawn, and then Sheldon, Davani and Bennett as the front three. So we've got a throw-in on the left-hand side. Owusu gets it into Edmondson, who turns but Knight then clears away after the shot was blocked. Bennett's lost out on a header there, but Fawn's brought it down. He's bringing it forward, gets a ball through to Bennett. Can he find the cross? He does, but doesn't find its way to Sheldon. Back to Bennett. Fawn then sends it in. Sheldon at the far post puts us 1-0 up. And Sheldon has come into his own recently as well. He's only really started playing since we swapped to the 3-4-3 again, playing as the pressing forward. And he's really been doing very well for us out there. And this cross from Fawn is fantastic. Finds Sheldon at the far post. We lead 1-0. So at half-time, we're leading 1-0. It's been fairly even in the first half. I think we've slightly edged it just based on XG. We've had one more shot than them, but doubled their XG. So clearly we're doing something right. They've got quite a few yellow cards. Hopefully we can just see this out in the second half. Corner for Rotherham here. Gomez sends it towards the far post. He's found Brown, who has headed it into the top corner. And Rotherham back on level terms now. We need to bounce back from that as quickly as possible. So I think what we'll do is we'll try firing them up and see if we can turn it around. So we're going to bring Fawn off for Vukaj. And then we'll also send Moanga on for Davani, who's picked up a knock. Would be nice to keep Davani on the pitch, but we need him for that FA Cup game if we can. We've got a throw in here. Vukaj gets it cleared away. And then out comes Ananga to collect it. He plays it short to York. Then back to Brown. Back to Anang. Out to York. Who then goes long upfield but only finds their defender. Gomez has got the ball. Crosses it to the far side. Ramsey gets a shot off but it's saved by Anang. Out for a corner though. Gomez sends this one in. And Pennant has got to it but heads it over the bar. So we brought John on for Mensah just to get some fresh legs on the pitch for the last 15 minutes. So full time, we've got a 1-1 draw. It's a decent result. It could have been better if we'd, of course, got the win. But in the second half, Rotherham really did grow into that game. As you can see on the stats where they had a lot more shots in the second half. But overall, good result for us. Keeps us well away from the relegation zone. And we'll head into the FA Cup 5th round. Derby also picking up a win, so they've got momentum. So the lineup for the game against Derby, we've got Anang in goal, Bradford, Phillips and York as the back three. Knight, Mensah, Brown and Fawn as the middle four, and then Sheldon, Sharp and Bennett as the front three. Devani is missing this game. Sharp is not fully fit, but we're going to have to risk him because we need at least one of our best scorers on the pitch. And in this case, we've actually got two of them with Bennett there as well. But that gives us the best chance of a result. Throw in from Derby here, and it's played back to Schechter. Fawn clears it away. Sheldon doesn't manage to win it though, and then Knight clears it away to Bennett, plays it through to Sheldon. Can he get past his man? He does, and it's a poor finish. Grabara sends the goal kick out. York nods it away. Humphreys, Rodrigo, ball over the top to Detro, and that is a fantastic goal from Derby, in fairness. His name was Datro, not Detro, but other than that, the biggest problem with that goal is me messing up the name, which really says a lot about how nice this touch is around the keeper. That's unfortunate for us. Brown with a corner late in the first half, goes towards Bennett, but it's headed away. Fawn collects it and plays it back to York. Phillips back to Sharp. And now York to Fawn. York again. I'm really hoping this doesn't result in us losing the ball here. York with a ball through to Mensah. Oh, what a miss. Anyone else, that's probably a goal. And at half-time, we are still 1-0 down. That chance for Mensah at the end, if that falls to Sheldon, Sharp, Bennett, Brown, Knight, I'd feel confident that's going in. It goes to the defensive midfielder though. That's really unfortunate for us. But maybe in the second half, that's a sign that we can split them open. Let's see if we can do that. Fawn with the throw-in finds Bennett, whose cross goes straight into the box, but Small heads away. And then Mensah plays it across to Bennett. Inside to Fawn, but doesn't get through to him correctly. It's cleared away to Rodrigo, who's tackled, but then it falls straight back to Humphreys. Mensah gets a block on it, and then it's cleared away, but Wood, Praxades, back to Wood. And they're trying to find a way through. Rodrigo knocks it on. Allington through to Rodrigo, and it's 2-0. And this could be the end of our FA Cup run. I mean, we keep getting these little blocks on. Like, Rodrigo tries to play a through ball there. Phillips gets a touch on it. But it just keeps bouncing their way every time. And eventually we're 2-0 down. We're going to make a couple of changes here. Mwanga coming on for Sharp. With that injury, it's not worth us risking any further injury to Sharp. Torre coming on for Mensah just to avoid that yellow card. And we'll bring Knight off for Barrow as well. At the end of the game, we did have Fawn go off in the 93rd minute. We've lost 2-0. But we held our own. If you look at XG, we were unlucky to lose 2-0. So a good performance, although it was a loss. So I think what we'll do, ready for the next episode, we're just going to play through the next 8 games. We'll come back for Brentford and West Brom at the end of the season. There's nothing in particular that we need to go through. I might even, if we're very secure from relegation, we might even just come back for West Brom and the season review. Please do leave a like down below. Comment how you think we're going to end the season. Where do you think we're going to finish? I think at the moment we can still finish pretty much anywhere, obviously, anywhere other than first. Realistically, we're not going to be in the playoffs, but we could push ourselves towards that lower mid-table with a few good results. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content on the channel, and thank you very much for watching.